Good evening, I'm Christy Walker along with Steve Brailsford, and Steve, we should have a pretty good game here tonight as IPFW takes on Kentucky Wesleyan.
That's right. Kentucky Wesleyan's only won 2 games in the conference, and it's a game the Lady Dons really have a good chance to win tonight.
IPFW defeated Kentucky Wesleyan earlier this year on January 7th, 61-57, and so it was a tight game, but they're both about 8th and 9th in GLVC standings, and I figure it should be a good game this evening.
Lady Dons have been close many times this season. They've lost 8 games by 5 points or less, so they're always in the ball game. They should have a good game tonight.
Well, we'll have to keep our eyes out. It's going to be an inside game. Neither team has very much on the outside as far as three-point shooting, so it's going to have to be a lot on the defense, on the inside, keeping the people out of the paint, and we'll have to see what happens.
And we'll be right back.
How can you find out when lightning may strike? And how do you count the fish in the sea? How can you tell if a child is growing normally, if baseball is getting better, or traffic is getting worse? How do you know about stock market trends, the risk of cholesterol, the history of witchcraft, or the future of spacecraft? With statistics, that's how. And how can you find out about statistics? With the new Statistics series, Against All Odds.
And we're going to start right into action here. And that was Bond with the basket for Kentucky Wesleyan. It's a 2-1 lead. We'll catch up very quickly here on the starting lineups. For IPFW, number 10, Michelle Conley, Amy Perkins, Dawn Dressler, number 23, Lindy Jones, and number 54, Kim Recker. For Kentucky Wesleyan, number 22, Kim Bond, who just scored the last basket for them, number 24, Carrie Moore, number 30, Paige Carey, 32, Sonia Kirby, and 34, Jenny Boyd. So we're underway, 18:56 remaining in the first half, and it's a 2-1 lead, Kentucky Wesleyan.
And Kim Recker just got tied up there, and the alternating possession gives it to the Lady Dons.
Underneath the Perkins, she looks to go inside, nowhere to go. Back out to the top. Lindy Jones drives through the lane, up, and the shot doesn't fall, but a good rebound by Dawn Dressler, and it doesn't go, and the Lady Panthers end up with the basketball.
Dressler still having trouble with her shot. On Thursday night, she had a number of inside shots, and the ball just wouldn't drop through. She had that same problem here tonight to start the game.
As long as we can continue shooting underneath the basket, IPFW really needs to continue getting those second, third shots, and eventually those will fall.
Well, the strength all year of the club has been the inside play. A number of good inside people like Michelle Conley there.
Conley misses the 8-footer. Vaughn with the basketball, finds an opening in the lane, no good. Rebound, Dawn Dressler. A little bit of pressure by the Lady Panthers. Lindy Jones, freshman for IPFW this year. Jones looks, Conley's looking inside, finds Perkins, she drives, shoots, and no good, but a good rebound by Conley, and she's stripped clean. And the Lady Panthers get a turnover. One turnover for IPFW. And it's a slow start here offensively. Kentucky Wesleyan also looking for the cutter through the lane. And it's a violation there, 30-second shot clock. Eileen Kleinfelder sure to point that out to the officials, coach for IPFW. And that was very good defense by IPFW, Steve.
Good interior defense. The 32 is Sonia Kirby for the Lady Panthers. She's their leading scorer, averaging about 14.6 points a game, as a season high of 38. So obviously we'll be checking her off all through the ball game.
And that's a good basket by Lindy Jones, and she was fouled. She was fouled by number 30, Paige Carey, so she'll go to the line for a three-point possibility here. She'll be shooting one, and IPFW takes their actually second lead in the ball game. They did lead 1-0. That was before we started by a free throw shot by Michelle Conley, and there's a good one by Jones.
That was the first bucket tonight for the Lady Dons. Lindy Jones has taken over the club leadership in scoring. She's averaging 12-6 a ball game.
IPFW with a full court pressure. Dawn Dressler with a hand on the ball there.
This is something we haven't seen, full court pressure from the Lady Dons on defense.
And it was broken easily by Kentucky Wesleyan. IPFW gets down the court quickly. Kentucky Wesleyan setting up their offense. Dumps it down low. And up and good for Carrie Moore. And it's a tied ball game, 4-4. A little bit of half-court pressure by the Lady Panthers. Amy Perkins finds a hole, drives the lane, dishes it off, and it's good. Michelle Conley.
This college cable access sports presentation is underwritten in part by a grant from Cable Access Incorporated of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Excellent move by Amy Perkins, that last offensive set.
And there's a good basket by Paige Carey. Yeah, Amy Perkins saw the hole in the lane, wide open, then she ran into a defensive person underneath and dumped it off to Conley, and that's what we need to see. Perkins setting up the offense, finds Conley on the outside. Cutters through the lane, nowhere to go. Conley decides to shoot outside, it's up, and no good. Rebound the Lady Panthers. Oh, a three-point shot attempt up and no good by Carey.
Carey's their main three-point shooter, but no one on the Lady Panthers is a real good three-point threat. She's taken the most shots.
That was a good shot. Just a little off center, obviously, in and out. Break for IPFW. Lindy Jones, turnaround jumper, no good. And we've got a
turnover
out of bounds.
The purple crowd to our left doesn't agree, but it's a turnover.
I believe they wanted a foul there.
Once again, good hustle by Dawn Dressler, running down that missed shot.
Also into the game for IPFW, number 35.
Coming into the ball game for IPFW is number 35, Jenny Neward. Dressler to inbounds the ball, finds Jones. Jones shoots and gets the roll in for two.
Lindy Jones.
5 for Jones. And she's really become an offensive force here in her freshman season.
Outside shot, no good. Rebound, Amy Perkins. A struggle for the ball, though, on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball, and alternating possession is going to keep it with the Lady Panthers.
Amy got a great inside position there, but she couldn't pull the ball in.
She was surrounded by purple.
Lucky she didn't get purple under her eye out of that.
Panthers inbound the ball. Dump it inside to Boyd. She dishes it out. And the basket's good by Paige Carey. And it's an 8-6 ball game. IPFW with the lead, and the official finally gets the net down.
Actually, we're tied. 8-all now.
8-all. Sorry, the score wasn't up, and I caught it wrong. Head coach for Kentucky Wesleyan is Ty Stauffer. And Eileen Kleinfelder for the Lady Dons. Perkins looks inside, finds Recker, In and out. And the Lady Panthers get the rebound as Record tried to follow her own shot, but by then she was cut off. Dump it inside. And Boyd's shot was blocked. But it's up and good by Carey. Right now, Carey's been the offensive threat for the Lady Panthers. They're going to have to try to shut her off on the inside.
She's got 4. Foul.
And we're going to have a reach-in foul on number 22, Kim Bond, as Amy Perkins saw a hole in the lane.
Foul on Lady Panthers, number 25, Heather McClellan. Into the game for the Lady Panthers, number 20, Shauna Daly. And for IPFW,
There's the replay on that.
Foul was on number 25, Heather McClellan. And the dish off inside, recovered by the Panthers. IPFW returns quickly for the defense. Shot taken by Megan Merrick, no good. Amy Perkins brings the ball down the floor. Dressler looks inside, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by McClellan. And the crowd's a little bit loud there as we have the men's team for Kentucky Wesleyan College walking in, and that should be a very good game, Steve.
Right, they're ranked 10th in the country. The Mastodons ranked 20th. And we also had a shot there of the youngish head coach for the Lady Panthers.
Dawn Dressler. Michelle Conley with the rebound, but it was tied up by number 34, Jenny Boyd. And alternate possession will keep the ball down on IPFW's end of the floor. And we have 2 substitutions, number 24, Carrie Moore, and number 32, Sonia Kirby, coming in for Kentucky Wesleyan.
Dawn just had a little bit too much spin on that shot.
Right idea. She found the back door and tried to take it. We have a traveling.
Lindy Jones for steps there. It looked like she got pushed, and that's why she stumbled, but no call, just the turnover.
Shauna Daly to set up the Panther offense. Heather McClellan tried to drive the lane. And we've got a foul on number 22, Dawn Dressler, as Dawn caught her with her arm.
McClellan doesn't start, but she is the second leading scorer for the Lady Panthers. She probably leads the second unit. Number 25.
Good inbounds pass, shot up and good by Carrie Moore. Perkins to Jones underneath the Dressler, looking for a cutter. Dawn Dressler drives, shoots, and it's a little bit short. Another rebound for Kentucky Wesleyan, and they're going to see what they can do as they are up 4 points in this ball game. It's 12-8 with 12:33 remaining in the first half.
Nice steal by Lindy.
Stops, shoots, and scores off the glass. Lindy Jones.
That's 7 for Lindy.
Lindy Jones, a freshman, as we said, from Belmont out of Decatur, Indiana. And a good leader for IPFW. She's really starting to come along. Dump inside, and we're going to have a foul on Jenny Neward as Carrie Moore found an opening in the lane. And they didn't get Jenny, they found Amy Perkins with the foul. And we're going to see
the replay. Yep, got her on the arm. We were screened out, that's why we didn't see it.
Yeah, we were screened out. It looked like Neward got her from our side. But that's why we have instant replay for you to see it and us to see it as well, really. First one's no good by Moore. She'll have one more shot from the stripe. And the second one is up and also no good. Rebound on Dressler. So Dawn working hard both on the defensive and offensive end of the floor. Amy Perkins finds Dressler open, and it's good. Dawn Dressler, nice assist by Amy Perkins.
When in doubt, when you have a slump, get a layup.
IPFW, 3-2 zone, Dressler with the steal. Dumps it off this time to Perkins. Perkins drives, stops, turns, shoots,
What
and
a spin.
scores! What a spin move by Amy Perkins.
What great coaching that was.
Nice to see the turnaround there on the assist.
Turnover.
And we got a scramble on the floor, and I think a jump ball is about the best thing they could call out of that. There was
Either that or a scrum.
a lot of fouling, pushing, and walking under there, so you might as well call it a jump. Number 22 and number 34, Kim Bond and Jenny Boyd returning for the Panthers, and Kim Recker returns to the IPFW lineup. Inbounding the ball for Kentucky Wesleyan is Kim Bond. She dishes it outside. Kentucky Wesleyan's going to slow it down, set up their offense. And we got a call away from the ball. And it's going to be on number 10, I believe, Michelle Conley. This time I'll wait to see for sure, and it is. Fighting for position down below near the basket.
Her first foul.
Oh, nice inbounds play, but it didn't go. And Amy Perkins ends up with the rebound, and Sonia Kirby couldn't get that one to go. Wide open free throw, or wide open layup, I'm sorry. Lindy Jones looks inside, finds Kim Recker, and Kim was had a hand on the ball, that's for sure. Wasn't a short shot. And Kentucky Wesleyan down by 2, 14-12.
It's Kirby looking to get on track. Another turnover.
Heather McClellan lost the ball as she tried to drive through the lane. Amy Perkins dishes it to Jones, and a steal. Sonia Kirby's going to take it to the basket, and it's knocked out of bounds by Lindy Jones, and they call it off the hands of Kirby.
That was a smart play. Lindy didn't run and bump her or didn't slap wildly at the ball. She just ran and used her speed to get in front of Kirby and slap the ball off her. Nice heads-up play. And if she had just come to meet the pass that Perkins gave her in the first place, none of that would have happened.
Lindy Jones looking inside, finds Amy Perkins, drives the baseline, shoots, and scores. Amy Perkins now with a couple nice moves down the baseline.
Past few weeks, Amy's been getting a lot of assists, but she's taking matters into her own hands tonight. That's 4 for her.
Outside shot by Kirby, no good. Fought for. Kentucky Wesleyan has it. They look outside once again. Kirby goes, and this time, I'm sorry, that's Heather McClellan. I'm mistaken. She connects for 2, and it's a 2-point lead for IPFW, 16-14 with 9:11 remaining here in the first half. Michelle Conley dishes outside to Perkins. Amy has nowhere to go, finds Kim Recker, and it's knocked out of bounds by number 24, Carrie Moore. Another substitution into the ball game, number 30, Paige Carey, returning into the lineup. Dawn Dressler, no good. Rebound, Carrie Moore. And Kentucky Wesleyan brings the ball down very quickly. Open shot by Paige Carey, and that's a 3-point basket. 17-16, Kentucky Wesleyan. Amy Perkins almost loses the ball, finds Michelle Conley. Lindy Jones tries to dish it inside. Dawn Dressler was cut off, though. Kentucky Wesleyan with the ball, nice dish off. And Sonia Kirby finds the basket for 2, and it's a 3-point lead for Kentucky Wesleyan. IPFW in dire need of a basket to stay right close to this ball game. Nice dish off to Dawn Dressler. Turns, shoots, and gets the roll.
Dressler gets her 4th point. And Newhart's coming back in for the Lady Dons. Michelle Conley will take a rest.
And for IPFW number 44, Amy Hogan, replaces Lindy Jones.
Amy Hogan, the lone senior on the ball club, and the main 3-point shooter for the Lady Dons.
Kentucky Wesleyan, a very young team, 1 junior and about half a dozen sophomores on their basketball team. Try to dump it inside. Good hands by Recker. And the dump inside to Jenny Boyd, no good. She gets her own rebound and she missed the 2nd shot. Nice move by Amy Hogan though.
Nice block.
Perkins holds her dribble, but Hogan's able to meet the ball. Jenny Neward looking for Dressler. Kentucky Wesleyan doing a good job blocking out the lane, and Neward's shot was no good. Kentucky Wesleyan did a fine job there. They had the inside totally covered on defense, and IPFW couldn't find anybody open.
And the shot clock was about to run out, so Jenny had to hurry up the shot.
Kirby to Kim Vaughn, and it's no good.
Good rebounding on the defensive end for the Lady Dons tonight.
Not allowing the Kentucky Wesleyans more than 1 shot at the basket. Neward turns, finds Recker. She shoots and scores.
Recker, her 3rd. Puts the Lady Dons back in front.
20-19, Wesleyan crowd trying to get in to help out. Inside shot up and good off the glass by number 34, Jenny Boyd. Boyd kind of just found her way into the inside there. Amy Perkins, Kentucky Wesleyan, working on the trap. Kim Recker looking for the inside person, finds Dawn Dressler back outside.
Dawn got hammered inside.
Amy Hogan from 3, no good. Rebound by Kim Recker, and that's good. Nice rebound by Kim Recker on the inside, and IPFW leads 22-21. 5:11 remaining here in the 1st half. It's been a fairly clean game, not too many fouls. Both teams standing with 3 so far.
Blocked by Newhart. This time she commits a foul.
Tough move by number 34, Jenny Boyd. This time it's from the right side of the key. And the basket's good, and she's going to get 1 from the stripe. Tough move by the only junior on the team for the Lady Panthers. Shows a little bit of her experience.
Unfortunately, we saw there in the replay, Jenny blocked the ball, but it just came right back to Boyd, and she was able to get it again right herself, and Jenny got a piece of the body that time.
And the free throw rolls in, and it's back to a 2-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Full court pressure by Kentucky Wesleyan. IPFW gets it down the floor. Perkins finds Neward inside, and it's stolen away by Kentucky Wesleyan. And Lindy Jones gets it back. Nice hustle by Lindy. We've seen that. That's the 2nd time in this game so far that she's come from behind. This time she got her hands on the ball. Perkins finds Recker, and there's going to be a foul on the play as Kim Recker turned to shoot. And number 24, Carrie Moore,
picks up her 2nd.
Foul on the Lady Panthers, number 24, Carrie Moore.
Here we see that play.
Into the game for Lady Panthers, number 33, Megan.
Kim got good position inside. Nothing more could do except foul.
Two shots. First one is good. And that ties it up, 24 apiece. Good shot of Kim Recker. And the second one is up and good. That ties it up. We had one scoreboard with tied up at the first one.
They were anticipating.
I think they were, and I was looking at the wrong one. IPFW continuing with the full court press. Nice trap by Dawn Dressler, but she got it off. Kentucky Wesleyan gets down the floor, and IPFW backs up for defense. Shot is up and good for Kim Bond. Nice screen play as number 12, Amy Perkins, was unable to get back to cover Bond, and basket was the cause of that. Lindy Jones. Michelle Conley looking for Dressler. Once again, it's knocked away. And another turnover for IPFW.
Good defense.
Kim Bond missed a layup there. Amy Perkins is going to try to set up the offense for Indiana Purdue. Dressler drives.
No.
And we're going to have an offensive foul, and I believe what he tried to call is a little bit of a drop shoulder. She was dribbling, and that's all that it takes, at least for now. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Dawn.
Well, the Oscar nominations will be coming out shortly, and I think that's what we had there.
Eileen, with the head coach for IPFW there, shaking her head in disbelief. Tough defense by the Lady Dons. Kentucky Wesleyan looking inside, finds a dump. 34, Jenny Boyd, wide open under the basket.
That's 8 for her, or 9 now.
And a trap again, but this time Perkins gets it off to Dressler. Michelle Conley looking to go inside, nowhere to go, but Amy Perkins drives the baseline, shut off, and a turnover as Michelle Conley couldn't get her hands on the ball from Kim Recker. And Kentucky Wesleyan with a 4-point lead and a chance to make it as much as 7. And we got a 2-point shot up and good by Heather McClellan. And the fans for Kentucky Wesleyan are up on their feet as a 6-point lead, I believe the largest lead so far in this game.
Lady Don's really got to be careful not to let this thing get away from them here right at the end of the first half.
Lindy Jones with the shot, no good, out of bounds, and the Lady Panthers will take over the basketball.
Probably not the shot they needed at that particular instance.
No, there's still time on the shot clock, and there's only 1:55 remaining, and you don't, like you said, Steve, you don't want this ball game to get out of hand right before they go in at the half. Ball inside, shot no good by Boyd. Rebound Jones. IPFW needs a good shot here. Conley with the 10-footer, short.
Perkins with the rebound.
Shortest one under there, ends up with the ball, and Lindy Jones with a nice 10-foot shot. (30-26), a 4-point lead for Kentucky Wesleyan, 1:10 remaining in the first half. And the defense needs to turn it up a notch here. Dawn Dressler, man-to-man. I'm sorry, they're in the zone, and the shot is no good, and Dawn with the rebound. Heather McClellan.
Good solid defense by Dawn on that trip.
Amy Perkins finds Michelle Conley.
they can get a quick shot off here. They can get the ball back, too.
Amy Perkins turns, nowhere to go. 11 on the shot clock. Perkins drives, shoots, no good. And I think that was kind of a forced shot, but there was no one else open to take the basketball.
It was almost an attempt at a pass, hoping that the Lady Dons could maybe get the rebound, but Dawn Dressler got blocked out, and she couldn't do anything with the tip.
It's about 5 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And 3, 2, and 1, and it's going to be a turnover for Kentucky Wesleyan. Nice defense for IPFW.
And Amy Hogan will come in to maybe get open for a 3. This is the same situation as the end of the ball game on Thursday. About 5 seconds left. There's time to bring the ball all the way up court and get off. Well, the Lady Dons got off a 2-point shot, so there's a shot here for the final shot.
Lindy Jones takes it, and it doesn't fall, but a nice move by Lindy Jones as she found a wide opening slot in the lane, put it up, and it's no good. But for the first half, we have a 30-26 ball game. Nice and close, only a 4-point lead for Kentucky Wesleyan. It's been a pretty close-up matchup so far, both offensively and defensively.
Linda Jones, the leading scorer at the half with 9 for the Lady Dons. Kim Recker with 7. Jenny Boyd got 9 for Kentucky Wesleyan, and Paige Carey 7. Sonia Kirby, the leading scorer, only 1 basket tonight, so that's something they've done positive on the defensive end.
That's right. Well, we'll be right back after a short break here, and we'll come back for the second half of play.
Communication, a fundamental right basic to all human existence. It's a powerful interactive force. It can be the joyful sharing or exchanging of ideas. It can be used to create understanding, to persuade or seek information. Communication can foster friction between individuals, but it can also foster love. However, if communication breaks down, the results can be devastating. And contrary to popular belief, no one is safe from a communication disorder. Speech, language, hearing disorders can occur in any age, gender, race, or socioeconomic group. Speech, language, hearing disorders may occur because of birth defects, cleft palate, cerebral palsy, mental retardation, deafness, developmental delay, learning disabilities, mental retardation, poor language models, disease, chronic allergy or colds, cancer, stroke, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, trauma and aging, head injury, voice abuse, yelling, noise pollution. Birth defects, developmental delay, disease, trauma, and aging may result in communication breakdown with delayed language, stuttering, hearing loss, misarticulations, voice disorders, aphasia. For the 1 of 10 persons in our country who have communication disorders, there is hope. Communication can be improved through speech-language therapy and hearing rehabilitation. Communication is a fundamental right. No one should be denied the use of the right to communicate. Jay was always a hard-working business professional, top in his division. His wife Lois had just been offered a partnership in the agency. They were very happy and success was at their doorstep, but the accident changed all that. Brain injury left Jay unable to communicate. He could understand what was said to him, but he couldn't tell others what he wanted. The neurologist told Lois to expect difficulty in communicating with her husband, but she felt totally cut off from him. Their lives were disrupted. Nothing was right, and for the first time, they were afraid. Their physician referred them to the speech-language pathologist at the hospital. After testing to determine his strengths and weaknesses, the clinician structured a rehabilitation program specifically for Jay. The speech-language pathologist showed Lois techniques to help improve their interpersonal communication. With speech and language therapy, Jay improved in his ability to communicate. Hard work, a lot of effort and time were necessary, but Jay began to interact. With family support and speech-language therapy, Jay is regaining his right to communicate. Jenny doesn't understand what Richie is saying. His voice sounds muffled to her, and she doesn't understand that waiting will result in her having the next turn. Richie doesn't understand exactly what Jenny is saying. Her voice sounds funny. She is still in the process of developing clear speech due to her hearing loss. When Jenny was a baby, her parents noticed that she was not responding to noises. They were afraid she couldn't hear. Her parents consulted their physician and were referred to an audiologist at the local speech and hearing center. The audiologist was able to determine that Jenny had a hearing loss. She was fitted with hearing aids so she could hear the sounds around her. Currently, Jenny is seen regularly by the audiologist for follow-up testing to make sure her hearing aid is working properly. In addition, she participates in speech-language therapy. Early identification of hearing loss is critical to developing good speech and language, and Jenny, with the use of a hearing aid and regular therapy, has an excellent chance to communicate effectively. When Bobby was in the 2nd grade, his speech was so disfluent he could not express himself easily. It seemed to his parents that Bobby was starting to avoid talking to people, even family and close friends. No one else in the family stuttered, and his parents hoped he would still outgrow his speech problem. While in school, Bobby's classroom teacher noticed his disfluency and referred him to the school's speech-language pathologist. The pathologist also talked with Bobby's parents. She helped them better understand Bobby's stuttering and suggested ways to help him communicate more easily. Currently, Bobby is enrolled in the speech therapy program at his school. He is one of the many children with various communication problems who receive therapy for speech, language, and hearing disorders. There is improvement in Bobby's speech. At last, he is beginning to know the joy of communicating. Mrs. Stewart needed directions to the meeting room. It was noisy and she really couldn't understand. Instead of asking the receptionist to repeat the directions, Mrs. Stewart went on her way searching for the meeting room. It was embarrassing that she could not clearly hear the directions, but she did wish people wouldn't mutter. Actually, Mrs. Stewart has a hearing loss that has been gradually getting worse during the last few years. Often, the person with a progressive hearing loss is unaware that messages are not spoken clearly. After experiencing a number of similar incidents, Mrs. Stewart took advantage of the free community hearing screening, and it was confirmed that she had a hearing loss. She was evaluated by an audiologist and fitted with a hearing aid. There was a period of adjustment. After all, she was hearing sounds that she had not heard for a long time. She began to understand speech better than before because of her hearing aid. There was an improvement in the quality of her life, and she began to interact with others. Regular visits to the audiologist to check her hearing aid will help ensure continued success in hearing others. Communication is an important basic right, yet you or your family may be deprived of that right because of speech, language, or hearing disorders. Early detection of such difficulties is vital to a proper program of rehabilitation. Evaluations of speech, language, and hearing problems combined with properly planned therapy are available to you and those you love. For school-age children, contact the speech-language pathologist in your area school. For non-school-age children and for adults, help is available through rehabilitation centers, hospitals, community clinics, private practitioners, or university speech and hearing centers. Don't delay. Seek help now because communication is your right. Break down the barriers that keep you from leading a fuller life. Speech is worth hearing.
over 2 millennia, Western society has generated a rich visual tradition of painting, sculpture, and architecture. What do these images mean? How can we understand them? Art of the Western world will take you on an exciting journey that will suggest answers to these and other questions. Beginning in ancient Greece and ending on the brink of the future, it will examine many of mankind's most enduring artistic achievements.
Carol,
Tom.
some people still don't realize how space technology benefits everyone.
Well, you've played a detective. Why don't you give him a clue and I'll be your helper?
Okay, partner, look at this.
Without warning, hurricanes can take a huge toll in lives and property.
But with space satellites, we now have ample warnings.
And thousands of lives have been saved.
Hey, Carol, we're a great team.
We're a great item.
Space technology.
This is what's in it for you.
Mental illness. We fear it. We laugh at it.
This guy's lost his
We
mind.
scorn it.
Lost his wig.
We think it's shameful. But these are misunderstandings. Misunderstandings that will fade away if we see mental illness for what it really is. A medical disease. A disease that can be treated if you just know where to turn. For an informative booklet, call the American Mental Health Fund.
I believe that we can restore prosperity.
For over 40 years, the primary responsibility for shaping America's economic policies rested with the office of the president. To learn how these decisions are made, how they affect you, enroll in the Economics USA telecourse. It's an education for life.
Welcome back to the Hilliard Gates Sports Center. I'm Christy Walker along with Steve Brelsford, and it's a 4-point ball game. Steve, in the first half, 30-20. Wesleyan Lady Panthers lead this.
And it's a little surprising. They have the shooting stats. Here we are. Here's a message. I don't know if you read it. It says send money. Okay. The Lady Dons are having a poor shooting night. They're only hitting 38%, and they normally hit 44% in conference games. While the Lady Panthers are hitting 52%, 14 of 27 shots here in the second half or first half. And they normally only hit also around 40%. So that's one reason why the Panthers have this 4-point lead. You can run down the scoring from the first half. Kim Recker led Lindy Jones led IPFW with 9 points. Kim Recker with 7. Michelle Conley with a bucket. Amy Perkins with 2 baskets for 4 points, and Dawn Dressler with two baskets for 4 points. Sonia Kirby, the leading scorer for Kentucky Wesleyan, only has 2 points in the ball game. Jenny Boyd has 7, Paige Carey 9 for the Lady Panthers. Carrie Moore has 4, Kim Bond has 4, and Heather McClellan also has 4. Free throw shooting not much of a factor in the first half. The Lady Dons are 4 of 5, and the Panthers are 1 of 3. An even ball game, 4 ties, 6 lean changes in the first half. At the 9.5 minute mark, Paige Carey hit a 3-point shot that gave the Lady Panthers a 17-16 lead, and they've led since that point in the ball game. Their highest mark being a 6-point lead before the Lady Dons got that one last basket to make it the 4-point deficit they now face.
And IPFW really just needs to hit a few more shots. Obviously, percentage-wise from the first half, it doesn't fare as well as the score seems to make it, 30-26. So if they would have hit a few more of their shots, IPFW would be leading this ball game, and we'll see what they do here in the second half.
This College Cable Access Sports presentation is underwritten in part by a grant from Cable Access Incorporated of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
And we're about to start out here at the second half.
Starting for the second half.
And we'll find out.
Kentucky Wesleyan, number 22, Kim Bond, 24,
I believe we're going to go back with our original starters. Kentucky Wesleyan then once again will be 22, Kim Bond, 24, Carrie Moore, number 30, Paige Carey, 32, Sonia Kirby, and 34, Jenny Boyd. And IPFW going back to their initial starting lineup. And And that's going to be number 10, Michelle Conley, 12, Amy Perkins, 22, Dawn Dressler, 23, Lindy Jones, and number 54, Kim Recker. And IPFW will start the second half off here. Once again, they start out with a 4-point deficit, and we'll see what happens here early in the second half. Inside to Recker, she turns and shoots, and good off the glass.
That's a good start.
Nice offense set up for IPFW. They looked for the low post person, found Kim Recker, she turned. And nice basket off the glass.
Lady Dons were getting their shots. Oh, how about a travel? Thank you.
A little bit of a slide there on the floor, about 3 feet, and a little slow on the whistle. I was beginning to wonder as well as you if we were even going to get that call.
Those loose ball situations, sometimes I think a referee can kind of go, gee, what did I just see there? Nice catch of the pass by Recker.
Recker dumps it to Conley, and
get in there, yeah.
Off the glass. And IPFW ties it up early here in 2 at 30 apiece.
That didn't take long.
No, Kentucky Wesleyan yet to score a bucket in the second half. Vaughn looking deep. Conley doing a good job inside.
She and Moore are really going at each other, so to speak.
And they get it inside. They dump it back out, though. And the shot is no good by Carrie Moore.
Jones stripped that rebound, and Dawn Dressler picked it up. Nice play there for the Lady Dons, who play tenacious defense.
Perkins. Nice rebound, or nice recovery, I should say, by Conley, as Recker was unable to handle the ball. Lindy Jones with a traveling violation.
She made the move but didn't put the ball on the floor.
That's a freshman mistake, you'd hope to say.
I've seen seniors make that mistake.
Should be a freshman mistake, I'll say that. And the shot is up and no good by Paige Carey.
And Moore nearly committed a foul over the back of Michelle Conley on that play.
Amy Perkins once again trying to set up the offense. Dressler finds the open baseline but gets shut off. And Recker loses the ball, and we're going to have it tied up on the floor, and possession arrow gives it to the Lady Panthers.
Can't put the ball on the floor when you're out there where the guards play. And Kirby goes out. Once again, she's the leading scorer for the Lady Panthers, and she has just 1 basket tonight, and now she's sitting down.
Panthers trying to go inside, and I believe Perkins got a hand on the ball, and Dressler ends up with it. IPFW with the first chance to take a lead in the second half. Lindy Jones gets it to Conley. Amy Perkins finds an opening, but is shut off nicely by the Lady Panthers, and it's taken away by number 30, Paige Carey.
Looked like Perkins was going backwards as she flung the ball forward, and the pass didn't have a whole lot on it.
Carrie Moore tried to dish it out to Carey, but we have a foul on the play.
Dressler picks up her second. And she's still shaking her head about it. Here's the replay. Looked like she had all ball. She thought she had all ball. We have a timeout.
That's a tough call. The official thought she had the arm, and that's what they got. And we have a timeout by IPFW.
The College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including IPFW sports telecast. To receive your free Channel 6 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, the zip code 46805, or call us at 481-6582.
And there you get a good shot at Eileen Kleinfelder, discussing what needs to be done out there on the basketball floor, obviously, to win this game.
Wish you'd tilt that clipboard the other way. We could see what she was diagramming.
We could tell you exactly what was going to happen, but it's probably the reason it's tilted the other way. 17 minutes exactly remaining here in the second half, and it's all tied up, 30 apiece. Fans continue to dribble in. Quite a few fans here for the girls' game, but a lot of them are going to stick around also and watch the second game. We hope you do as well, as IPFW men take on the Kentucky Wesleyan men, and it should be a good ball game. Daly to inbound the ball for the Panthers.
Deflected by Recker.
And Neward ends up with the ball, turns it over to the guard, and Amy Perkins will set up the offense.
Lady Panthers do a good job at making the passes hard to execute.
Jenny Neward, and rolls over the top. And Amy Perkins was underneath, but not quite enough. Jenny Boyd ends up with the rebound.
Knotted at 30 here for over 2 minutes.
Nice dump inside.
How about a walk? Oh, they're going to call a foul.
And Amy Hogan's going to pick up a foul. Carrie Moore found an opening and thought that she could get a bucket, and Hogan caught her, I believe, on the arm after a walk.
Well, she probably bumped her, and that's what it made it look like she took a travel. But the bump came before she put the shot up, so apparently the ref didn't see it that way. And she goes for 2 free throws here.
She drains the first one down. There was nothing but net and barely net on that one.
That's after she missed 2 in the first half. Not many foul shots in this game.
It's been a very fast ball game, not much from the stripe, and the second one is no good, so it's a 1-point lead for the Lady Panthers. And that's our first point, like you said, in about 2 minutes. IPFW came out and scored 2 quick baskets, and they haven't had anything since. Kentucky Wesleyan doing a good job shutting off the inside, denying most of the passes. Lindy Jones from the stripe, and it's good.
I don't want to put any pressure on Lindy Jones, but I'm reminded of Lisa Miller when I see her take that nice shot.
That's right. She's got a lot of opportunity to gain a lot of experience, being only a freshman this year and playing as well as she is.
Nice block. Newhart got her hand on top of the ball there.
Amy Perkins.
Look out.
And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to call a foul.
Thank you.
And I think they're going to catch number 20, Shauna Daly. We'll see for sure. And it is. And that's the first foul on the team for the second half. And IPFW has the balls out of bounds. Jenny Neward, hard off the glass. Kentucky Wesleyan with the ball. Daly going to set up the offense. Carey looking inside, dumps it off to Moore. Moore turns, no good. Rebound Neward, and nice rebound as she was almost surrounded completely by the Panthers.
That's what you get when you rip down the board. I couldn't find my verb there, I'm sorry. She ripped that rebound away.
Lindy Jones, Jenny Neward looking to go inside. Back out to Jones, and she shoots and scores. Lindy Jones, nothing but net here the last couple of shots. And IPFW leads this one by 3, 34-31.
Lindy looks like she's in that zone. So the Lady Dons would be smart to get her the ball right now.
That's right. Missed shot by Daly.
Once again, inside rebounding position. Jenny Newhart, she did that on Thursday's game. Gets a great block out, goes up strong, pulls down another rebound, and is getting the Lady Panthers in a little bit of foul trouble.
And that's the third foul on number 24, Carrie Moore, and she'll take a seat. Second team foul, and IPFW will have the ball out of bounds.
Let's see if they can get the ball to Lindy Jones.
Still looking inside.
Zone defense.
Hogan sends it back out. Michelle Conley literally has to fight for the ball as, I don't know, Lindy threaded the needle there to Michelle.
Coach wants a foul on that play.
But they called it tied up. Alternating possession is IPFW, and they'll have it out of bounds. Perkins with the ball stripped on that pass, and they go down underneath to McClellan. She drives, shoots, and no good.
Foul on Jones. Couldn't quite get there in time.
No. Lindy's very quick, but that time it just wasn't enough. And that's her first foul, team's third. That'll put McClellan at the line. She'll be shooting 2. And the first one is off the front of the rim, no good.
McClellan scores 13 a game. She's only got 4 points tonight so far.
She sinks the second one.
Game for IPFW. Number 22, Dawn Dressler, replaces Amy Hogan.
Dawn Dressler back into the game. Amy Hogan taking a rest. Nice feed to Neward, but she was not able to keep her hands on the ball, and it's a turnover for IPFW.
She looked wide open, but someone got a hand in there.
Lady Panthers with the chance to tie it up here. 13:37 remaining in the second half. IPFW tough defense. Michelle Conley's working very hard at the post. Nice turnaround move by Kim Bond, but it was no good, and a foul as number 33, Megan Merrick.
And I think Dressler picked up number 4.
And it is on Dawn, number 22. Imagine Amy Hogan.
She reached over the back here. We'll see it. That was her. And our angle, we had a better shot. She definitely just reached over and tapped the ball and got the body.
And I was correct. I saw Amy Hogan run to the front. And the first one is good by Merrick. Dawn will have to take a seat on the bench for a while as there's still 13 minutes remaining here in the second half, and I'm sure she'd rather have her around toward the end of the ball game, not take that chance for the foul. And she misses the second. Michelle Conley battles for the ball, and alternating possession, the Lady Panthers will keep it.
Coach Kleinfelder is just, there's too many jump balls being called and not enough fouls as someone had to foul Michelle to get that rebound.
Nice quickness by Amy Perkins. She drives in, shoots, and it rolls in. Amy Perkins with the steal. And she gets 2 out of it. 36-33, IPFW up by 3.
She really exploded to the basket on that play. Look out.
And there's a good basket by McClellan. Wide open shot from the outside. IPFW looking for another basket. Lindy Jones dumps it inside to Neward, turns, shoots, and a little hard off the glass. Almost throwing rebound, but couldn't get a hold of it, and Kentucky Wesleyan brings the ball down quickly.
Jenny's putting her shot up just a little too hard. There's a foul on Perkins.
Kim Bond tried to take on Amy and did, and Amy Perkins ends up with a foul. And that's also her second foul. I was going to say they did move it.
Here we see this from long distance. Hey, no good. Thank you.
Kentucky Wesleyan once again having a little bit of difficulty from the free throw line, only 33% the first half.
Bond with only now 5 points.
And the second one is good. It's all tied up here, 36 apiece. I'm surprised we haven't really seen Lindy Jones shoot it anymore after she got 2 good buckets. Amy Hogan from the outside, and
There we
it's
go.
good.
Well, if they're going to set up in that zone, someone's going to have to hit from outside to help loosen it up, and then someone like Lindy can do some of her penetrating moves.
Well, if Amy Hogan can hit it from the outside, I'm sure they'll get it there.
Nice defensive recovery by Michelle Conley.
Megan Merrick had a very, I don't want to say an easy shot, an inside shot and missed totally. Nothing but the backboard. Perkins drive shoots.
There's a foul.
And the foul made it a little short. I believe it's on number 44, Brenda Adams, and it is. It'll be the team's third foul. We're going to take one more look at that. Amy Perkins, and Adams just catches a little bit of the hand. Number 24, Carrie Moore, coming back in for number 34, Jenny Boyd. Amy Perkins will have 2 from the stripe.
She's got 6 tonight. Still at the 6-point mark.
There's a good shot of Eileen Kleinfelder and Lisa Miller on the student assistant for the team. The second one's good. It's a 1-point lead for IPFW, 39-38.
Little full court press here.
Carey with nowhere to go, and Vaughn back to Carey. Vaughn drives, shoots, and scores. Nice move by Kim Vaughn as she found a wide open lane.
And I believe the foul on Newhart.
Well, we're going to take another look at that, and we'll hope that we can see it. And Vaughn definitely drives right in.
Perkins on the foul.
Fouls on Amy, and that's her second. Chance for 3-point play. And she gets it. IPFW looking still to the inside. Lindy Jones from the outside. 2 points.
15 for Jones.
Lindy has definitely found the touch here in the second half. Nice steal by Jenny Newhart. She's going to take it back up, and this time she gets 2. Nice move by Jenny Newhart.
Her first bucket of the night.
Kentucky Wesleyan trying to get back in it and get a basket there by Carrie Moore. And it's 43-41. 10:23 remaining here in the second half, and it's quite a ball game. Amy Perkins down to Hogan. She shoots and rolls that one in. IPFW with a little bit of a hot streak on the offensive end here. Kentucky Wesleyan is going to try to match that up. Outside of Vaughn. Shot up and no good by McClellan. Rebound, Lindy Jones. Oh, that's a foul.
Well, hello.
On number 30, Paige Carey, and I don't think there's any question there. That's with the push.
It was nearly a mugging.
We're going to watch that one more time.
Great rebounding, great leaping by Lindy on the play. Keeps it alive, gets the ball, and then gets elbow to the floor. How nice.
And we have a timeout on the floor. It's 45-41, 4-point lead for IPFW.
You too can join in the excitement of IPFW athletics by participating in the Royal Dons Club. The Royal Dons Club is the official booster club for all IPFW athletic teams. Members enjoy priority seating at all IPFW sporting events, food and refreshments in the hospitality room, admission to IPFW sports media luncheons, and association with other Mastodon supporters, just to name a few benefits. For information on becoming a member of the Royal Dons Club, call Lisa Moreland at 481-6027. Or you can write to the Royal Dons Club, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805.
a shot of part of the crowd that's out here for this evening's game.
And several of them wish they were members of the Royal Downs Club.
IPFW, first buzzer. It's not coming out of the huddle yet. And the IPFW basketball. Pressure by the Lady Panthers. Going for the trap. Nice move by Amy Perkins. Forces Kentucky Wesleyan back into their zone. Shot by Hogan, short. Rebound Lady Panthers. Amy Hogan found herself wide open, but that time was a little off key and ball went right over the top. Vaughn looking inside. Paige Carey driving into the lane, nowhere to go. Vaughn from 3 points. Kim Vaughn drilled that one down for 3, and it's a 1-point ball game, 45-44.
They're not supposed to be able to do that. They hit a anemic 17% from 3-point range.
Well, that's what the stats said coming into this game. Foul on number 24, Carrie Moore.
Hey, that's 4 on her.
Take a look at that. And
oh, hey.
Guess we're not. That's all right. That's her 4th foul as well, so she's going to take a seat. Team's 5th. IPFW has the ball out of bounds. Perkins finds Jones, nowhere to go. Oh, Neward's wide open on the other side, but Hogan's going to take a very difficult shot, and it doesn't go. And the Lady Panthers end up with the ball. Jenny Neward practically everything but screaming for the ball, wide open on the other side of the court.
Nice intercept by Perkins. Couldn't quite come up with the loose ball.
8:16 remaining. Vaughn at the ball. Nice dump off to Jenny Boyd.
Boyd with 9.
The Lady Panthers take a lead once again in this game, 46-45. Perkins to set up the offense. Amy Hogan looking. Lindy Jones is going to shoot it, and nothing but net. And Lindy's got a hot hand. I would expect to see a little bit more offensive opportunities from her as this continually counts down. 7:30 left, and IPFW is up by 1.
19 now for Lindy Jones.
Nice move by Jenny Neward to strip that ball away, but Lady Panthers got it back, and Boyd travels with the basketball. It's like Kim Vaughn with the travel call.
Conley comes in. Newhart takes a seat.
There's a shot of Jenny Neward wiping off a little bit of the perspiration. It's been quite a battle underneath the basket so far this evening. Oh, Lindy Jones is wide open. Perkins didn't see her, and she tried to
Not a good pass.
Pass it between 2 defensive people from Kentucky Wesleyan.
Amy Hogan.
No good. Rebound by Conley, and she puts it back up, and we're going to have a foul. And it should be on number 34, Jenny Boyd.
She had to fight her own player for that ball.
And that's who they're going to call it on. That's
Boyd's
only
first.
Yeah, Michelle Conley and Kim Recker both had their hands on the ball that time.
Michelle's got 2 baskets tonight.
And she drank.
Conference's leading free throw shooter at 81%.
And there's a little bit of information there by Eileen Kleinfelder, I'm sure, to Dawn Dressler with 6:47 remaining, and she doesn't want her to get that 5th foul. But she's going to send her back into the ballgame.
So one instruction had to be don't foul.
That's right. And you know, right, if Kentucky Wesleyan's smart, that's where the ball is going to go. Shot up and an air ball by Paige Carey. IPFW up by 2, 6:28 remaining here in the second half. Amy Perkins inside to Recker. Turnaround shot no good, but a foul on the play.
Boyd may have her second foul. Yep, no, it's on number 30.
Paige Carey.
That's her third foul.
And that's the 7th foul, so it's going to put IPFW
and once again, Sonia Kirby comes out without having added anything to the team in the second half here.
Recker unable to put down the first. She has one more chance. And does get the second. IPFW up by 3. And we're going to go with a full court press.
10 points now for Kim Recker.
Kentucky Wesleyan not having too many difficulties on that with the press from IPFW so far in this game. And a wide open shot and drains it by Heather McClellan. And that's about the second time that IPFW has left her wide open, and she's been able to hit that open shot. A little bit of a hand in front of her face, and it's caused her a lot of confusion this evening. Recker looking inside. Good defense by Kentucky Wesleyan.
There's a foul.
Dressler.
So Dressler comes in and now should get a shot at a 1-and-1.
Heather McClellan gets her first foul of the ball game. It's IPFW once again at the line. The 1-and-1, we're going to take another look at that. Good fighting for the ball by IPFW, but Dawn misses the opportunity of the first of the 1-and-1. And the Lady Panthers get the rebound.
Lady Dons have only hit 2 of their last 5 free throw attempts. They'll need to do a little bit better from the line.
Nowhere to go. Kim Recker forced to be dealt with on the inside. And
good
Dawn
steal
Dressler.
and a takedown. I think Jenny Boyd may have twisted an ankle. I guess she's okay.
Jenny Jones drives, shoots, and scores. And
count it.
It's going to count. Lindy Jones.
21 for Lindy.
What a move to the basket, and she's going to get a chance for a 3-point opportunity here. That foul's on Paige Carey, her 4th.
So the Lady Panthers really deep in foul trouble now. 2 players with 4.
And Lindy hits that 3-point opportunity, and it's a 52-48 4-point lead for the Lady Dons.
22 points for Lindy Jones, far and away the leading scorer of the ball game. Vaughn dishes the ball off, got away with a bad pass.
Kim Vaughn looking around.
Up.
Going to have a reach around foul on Kim Recker.
Foul on IPFW is going to be the floor. Kim Recker, her first.
This second half has gone by really fast. 4:40 left. The Lady Dons up by 4 and a timeout.
See the bench there, the Lady Panthers. Lindy Jones playing very well for IPFW here in the second half.
Tune in to Channel 6 next Saturday evening at 6 to watch the Lady Eagles from Ashland University take on the IPFW Lady Dons. Then at 8, the Ashland men's team and the Mastodons compete for a piece of the GLVC conference. Catch all the action of IPFW basketball right here on Channel 6. That'll be our Valentine's broadcast. And we know you'd all love to be out here, and if you can't, join us on Channel 6. Lindy Jones, an unofficial 22 points, and I say that because I looked away when I think she got one of her baskets, but we've got her for 22, Kim Recker with 10, and Amy Perkins 7 points tonight.
shot of some of the fans from Kentucky Wesleyan, and they have been very rowdy here in the girls' game, so I can imagine what they will do during the men's as well. They have a drum and a couple tambourines.
Yeah, I think they've brought way too much gear with them tonight.
Good backing for the Kentucky Wesleyan Panthers. And a couple of the sweatshirts have the Panther Express, so they must have a bus that they definitely all load up on and travel around in.
And once again, way too much gear.
And on the line is number 34, Jenny Boyd, shooting a 1 in bonus, and the first one's no good.
Oh, another tie-up, and at least this is the Lady Dons ball this time, as Newhart got a piece of that rebound.
Newhart unable to get the total block out there, as Heather McClellan was able to get her hands on the ball, but fortunately it's IPFW's basketball by alternate possession. Lindy finds Michelle Conley, shot short.
Looked like a Panther got a piece of that shot. It just didn't seem to, after it left her hand, it just didn't have any arc to it.
No, it's directly into the rim, and McClellan found herself with the ball very quickly into her hands. Turnaround
nice
shot,
block.
No good.
Once again, Newhart gets a block, but the Lady Panther gets the ball back and is able to score.
Carrie Moore put a shot up, and put 2 shots up actually for that one, and it's a 2-point ball game. IPFW in desperate need of a basket here.
Look for number 23.
3:40 remaining in the second half. Time continues to tick. Jenny Newhart finds the ball inside, turns, rolls around. Nice rebound by Dawn Dressler. And that's a crucial rebound basket, and it gives IPFW a 4-point lead.
She's not the tallest player out there, but Dawn Dressler gets great position there on the boards and gets the putback.
Well, I don't
Big
think
bucket.
playing with 4 fouls is gonna hurt her. She's gonna fight every bit of the way.
Great steal.
Jenny Newhart with the basketball, and IPFW gets a great opportunity to go up here by 6 with only 3 minutes remaining here in the second half.
Like a high bounce pass, we maneuvered the Lady Panther where the flat floorboard is and got a break.
We know where that board is.
Sure.
You try to get them that way.
They're numbered.
Jones finds Dressler. Dressler dumps it into Newhart, and a nice turnaround move by Jenny Newhart. But they're going to call an offensive foul. Oh, she was being nothing but swarmed around and had nowhere to go, and I guess they're going to call her for a turnaround elbow or something inside, and that's her second foul.
Well, she's a freshman. She was she was our player of the game Thursday. Had 16 or 19 points, and then she's got 2 tonight. Just turned the ball over there with that foul. Oh, how about a walk?
And we get a roll-in basket by number 24, Carrie Moore.
It's her 9th.
And it's a 2-point ball game. Pressure is at full court. IPFW breaks the press. Kim Recker, nowhere to go, dumps it back outside. Dressler looking inside, finds Recker. She turns and shoots. Doesn't get the basket as it rolls over the top. A chance here for the Lady Panthers to tie it up. And I'm sure the Wesleyan crowd is definitely going to get into this. It's a minute 52 remaining. 12-foot jumper, no good. But a rebound by number 30, Paige Carey. Her shot short, and a good rebound by Lindy Jones, and that was a very crucial rebound. Keeps IPFW up by 2.
I don't think their coach wanted that fall-away jumper that she took there. That really wasn't what they needed at this point, being down by a bucket with a minute and a half to go.
Plenty of time on their shot clock as well to found a better basket than that. IPFW, 6 seconds left on the shot clock himself. Perkins.
Get in there, ball, yeah!
Perkins gets the roll. And it's
I'm sure Amy works on that all the time in practice.
4-point ball game.
Timeout.
Timeout, Kentucky Wesleyan, 103 remaining, 56-52, 4-point lead for IPFW, and a nice basket for Amy Perkins to help out IPFW.
We want to thank whoever worked on the rims tonight, too. The College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including IPFW sports telecasts. To receive your free Channel 6 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805, or you can call us at 481-6582. Noisy crowd.
Noisy crowd. There's a shot of the cheerleaders, and very happy to have them out here rooting on the Lady Dons in this ball game.
It's not often we have people behind us.
No, we have quite a crowd behind us, actually.
If they just stopped throwing things, it'd be
4-point lead, and once again, earlier this year, on January 7th, IPFW defeated Kentucky Wesleyan 61-57, so it'll be real interesting to see what the outcome of this game ends up.
It's kind of an obvious thing to say, but this is a point in the game where so often this year, we mentioned 8 times they've lost ball games by 5 points or less. They've lost 3 games by 2 points. And the Lady Dons would have a much improved record if the games were 37 minutes long. But a couple of times this year, they've just had the breaks not go the right way, and they've lost a number of heartbreakers. So they fight all the way the full 40 minutes, and let's see if they can put together 1 minute of really good play here to close out this ball game.
Good defense, and I'm sure the Lady Wesleyans are going to look for a fairly quick basket as Bond looks nowhere to go.
Well,
Terry Moore found a hole. And 2 points. And 44 seconds remaining, a 2-point ball game. I'm sure we're going to see, and we definitely are, a full court press here, including one on the person taking the ball out of bounds.
Coach Kleinfelder wants a timeout.
Good. I think what we were just talking about, that's a good timeout for Eileen Kleinfelder to take, a chance to talk to the ladies, find out, let them know what they need to do to get the ball in, get the ball down the floor, and not fall apart this last 44 seconds as they still have a lead in this game, 56-54.
When you have a close game like this, it boils down to a series of plays you got to make, and obviously with a 2-point lead in 44 seconds, it's critical that the Lady Dons get something out of this possession. I would think that Coach Kleinfelder is designing something to get the ball in the hands of Lindy Jones or down underneath to, well, she has a lot of options actually between Kim Recker and Michelle Conley underneath. I would think you'd want Michelle maybe to have the ball because she's the best free throw shooter. You'd like to get a bucket and a score and then the foul, and a nice 3-point play would pretty much put this game almost out of reach. And I'm sure she's set up something. Well, obviously she has something she wants them to do and wants to go over it just to make sure they understand what she expects of them.
And I saw nothing but fingers pointing down here at Kentucky Wesleyan as he stressed and overstressed, I'm sure, how to stop IPFW from even getting the ball down the floor. And it's going to get really loud in here, I believe, the last 44 seconds as the Wesleyan fans are on their feet to cheer on the Lady Panthers and possibly a turnover. And
first key is getting the ball in bounds.
And that was Factor Lindy Jones with the ball. She'll get it down the floor.
Trap.
Kentucky working on the trap. Perkins, nice move to the basketball. Conley with nowhere to go.
Well, they don't have to foul because the shot clock is still a factor.
8 seconds. Amy Perkins.
What a bucket!
Oh! Nice move by Amy Perkins as she drives through the lane and gets that one to fall. 3-point shot in and out, no good. 9 seconds remaining, the trap. And
yes,
there's going to be a foul, and Lindy Jones is going to go to the stripe for 2.
The Lady Panther fans are going to take that long drive to Kentucky and be a little sad. Because I think the Lady Dons are going to put this ball game away. During that last timeout after we talked about Kim Recker, Michelle Conley, and Lindy Jones, that the thought crossed my mind. So what we'll probably see is Amy Perkins driving for a hoop, and she did. There's the replay of the rebound by Lindy and the foul.
And we should have known after the last little bobble that Amy got that she was going to get that in her hands again and get a real good basket out of that one. There's only 7 seconds remaining, and it's a 4-point ball game. IPFW's lead, and IPFW is on the line, and they will be shooting 2. But we have another timeout here on the floor. And Eileen, I'm sure just if we'll probably pull most of the people off the line back for defense, and it really shouldn't be much of a ball game.
Seven seconds to go. 4-point lead. We've got free throws coming.
There's a nice shot of the coach.
Ty Stauffer, his first season.
Looks like a very young coach.
Really? I was just noticing. I thought when I came in the building today, I thought he was one of the assistants. But he's the head coach.
The head coach for Kentucky Wesleyan, and a very young team, and they've played a good ball game this afternoon. I should say this evening. I'm a little mixed up on my time, but they're in this ball game. It's 58-54. It's probably over for them. A little bit of a prediction on my part and yours as well.
Well, it ain't over till it's over.
That's
but
right.
They need at least 2 possessions, and there's just really no way to get 2 possessions with 7 seconds left, because it's going to take 2 or 3 even to get the ball down court, and the Lady Dons now don't even have to take the ball out of bounds again, because once the Lady Panthers do get a score, it's over. So we're just sitting here trying to come up with the final score for you.
That's right. Kentucky Wesleyan called a timeout. Obviously, I believe just to maybe shake up Amy Perkins, I don't know, and then try for a quick 3 and a foul.
They had one more to use and figured why not. Running down the unofficial scoring, Lindy Jones, I have her with 22 points, Kim Recker with 10, Michelle Conley with 5, Dawn Dressler with 6, Amy Hogan 2, Jenny Newhart 2, and Amy Perkins 11 points, including a very big basket for her 11th point to give the Lady Dons the 4-point lead. Sonia Kirby, the leading scorer for Kentucky Wesleyan this season, she was held to 2 points tonight and didn't see that much action. Jenny Boyd with 9, Carrie Moore with 11, Paige Carey with 9, Kim Bond with 11, Heather McClellan with 9, and Megan Merrick with a free throw.
Lindy misses the first, and that was a 1-and-1.
Just go down and don't do anything.
3-point shot up, and it's no good, and that's the end of this one, as IPFW wins it 58-54. And it was a very good ball game for IPFW.
This is a game where they finished off the game, got some great play at the end of the ball game, and the Lady Dons get their 7th win of the year, their 4th conference win, and they stay ahead of Kentucky Wesleyan in the standings. And of course, we have the men's action coming up. The 20th ranked Mastodons taking on the 10th rated Kentucky Wesleyan Panthers.
And I'm going to head down to the floor, and very shortly we'll have a Dandy Don for you.
And we'll be back after these messages.
My friends have already retired. But I wasn't ready for that. So I'm still teaching. This time in Belize, Central America. I decided to join the Peace Corps. I love my kids. And the way I figure it, I have the rest of my life to play cards.
Peace Corps, the toughest job you'll ever love.
My hero, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Costner, Mr. Wong.
These are teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes.
My hero, Mrs. Wooten. If I don't get through to that child, who knows, maybe no one else will.
Teachers have the power to wake up young minds, to be heroes, to make a difference. Reach for that power. Teach. Find out how by calling 1-800-45-TEACH. Be a teacher. Be a hero.
What comes to your mind when you think about mathematics? Clowns, street sweepers, the Red Sox, robots, the weather, earthquakes, Disney World, pineapples, conventions, parking tickets, fishing? If these practical applications of contemporary mathematics didn't make your list, you should watch public television's math series For All Practical Purposes.
You made it!
Hey, I couldn't have gotten through physics without you.
Yeah, well, you're on your own at college.
It's not fair.
That's all right. I'm gonna get a job, you know. I'm gonna start working, I'm gonna save. And I'll be in college in another year or two.
So, what do you have planned, Mike?
I think I'm gonna go home and make a sandwich. Okay.
Support the United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Once again, the Lady Dons of 58-54 a winner, and we at IPFW are pleased to be able to bring you cablecast of NCAA athletic competition. We hope you've enjoyed the show and the excitement of intercollegiate sports from IPFW. To provide such programs, hey, we need your support. With the help of many volunteers, we're able to produce these programs at a relatively low cost. And your contribution will help defray the production costs not covered by the Channel 6 budget. The College Cable Access Center invites you to invest in quality college programming by sending your contribution to the channel or to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana 46805. Please make your check out to the Indiana Purdue Foundation at Fort Wayne and designated for College Cable Access Athletics. Now down to the floor, Christy has the player of the game.
And welcome back down here to the floor, and I'm with Lindy Jones. Lindy, what was part of the key factors of this ball game?
Coach Eileen Kleinfelder just wanted to come out here and play good defense, and that's what we did.
You were down by 4 at the half, 58-54. You were down by 7 in the prior game, January 7th, and also won that game by 4. What did you do the second half to come out and turn this game around?
She just told us that we needed to box out more, get more offensive rebounds so we can get our own putbacks, and she just wanted us to play better defense.
Well, unofficially, we had you for 22 points in the ball game. Now, obviously, not only defense, you had to come out and do something offensively. And is that something you've been working on lately later in the season here?
I'm just trying to go out there and play, get the ball to who's open, and shoot when I'm open.
This is kind of a hard question, but do you kind of see yourself being a Lisa Miller role model? I mean, you're coming out. I'm not sure if you're going to have to take charge of the game, but it seems like that's what you did the second half. Is Eileen looking for that out of you?
I think she wants me to be a Lindy Jones, but play like Lisa Miller. But Lisa Miller was a great ball player, and I'd love to take on that role that she did.
Well, I definitely say you're on your way. There was a 4-point win here this evening. Like we said earlier, 22 points unofficially. That's your 4th conference win and 7th win. What does IPFW have to do for the rest of the season?
We just got to go out there and play as hard as we can play.
Okay, thanks, Lindy. And we're going to send it back up to the top to Steve, and he'll wrap this one up.
This College Cable Access sports presentation is underwritten in part by a grant from Cable Access Incorporated of Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'd like to thank the Channel 6 volunteer crew and the Learning Resource Center at IPFW for their contributions to the live production of our first game tonight. Telecast of this IPFW sporting event is copyrighted and the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Unauthorized copying, exhibition, retransmission, rebroadcast, or other use of this event without express written consent is strictly prohibited. Don't forget the men, the 20th ranked IPFW men taking on number 10 Kentucky Wesleyan following our ball game. For Christy Walker, this is Steve Brailsford. Goodbye for now. And don't forget